Every event rule has a setting for one or more tests that jointly make up a condition that must be satisfied for the rest of the rule to be processed. There's a setting that determines whether the rule is processed only if all the tests succeed, or whether a single test success is necessary. If no condition is used, the rest of the rule is processed for every event. In order to configure one or more tests for a condition, one of these two options must be selected. This causes the dialog to expand to include the option to define the individual tests. A test can be directly defined within the rule by selecting its type from a menu of standard conditions. These are the available test types. The variable test is primarily intended for test and debug scenarios and allows the contents of a project variable to be checked to enable or disable one or more rules. This allows an administrator to make a single change and have that used by multiple rules. Simple variables can be added to the list by selecting the Variables tab. This is on the Event Administration page. You'll need to provide a name, a description, and a value. The value is actually specified using Groovy language syntax, so numbers are entered verbatim and strings are enclosed within quotes. As this is a script, you can provide more sophisticated syntax that performs logical operations and has access to the object model along with the event and incident attributes. The event attribute test. Every event has a collection of standard attributes. Each of these is further described by a tooltip in the menu. The test allows one of these attributes to be compared to a value using one of the supplied comparison techniques. The event type test. Although a test for a specific event type could be performed by the event attribute test, this option is usually easier to use, as it provides a menu of available event types to choose from. The event severity test. If the event severity is to be used in the test, then this option allows the severity to be chosen from a menu. The view membership test. A test can determine whether the component, which is the source of the event, is a member of a specified view. The IP test allows the management IP of a device to be compared to a specified IP and IP range, or a subnet using either a mask or a mask length. And finally, the Groovy script test. This is an advanced option that allows sophisticated logic to be defined that can take advantage of full access to the data available within the event, the source component, and every other part of the database if required. The effect of each individual test can be inverted. So, for example, the view membership test could be converted for a check to determine whether a component is a member of a specified view, to checking whether it is not a member of that view. This concept of test inversion is also available at the level of the condition, so the overall result of all the tests can also be inverted. Additionally, if any custom conditions have already been defined via the Conditions tab, these are also available from the same menu as all of the other types of test. If I were to add a condition, and I'm going to call it isCriticalDevice, and that is to check to see if the event source component were a member of a custom view called Critical Devices, that condition would appear not only in the list under the Conditions tab, but also if I were to add a rule, you would also see it under the Custom Conditions section at the bottom of the menu of available test types.